Hey guys, what's up? It's Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo! My name's Natalie from The Devil Wears Parsley, and this is Angel from the Barrel Aged Vegetarian.
Deuces.
Yes, and we have a very special Friday the 13th beer review for you
All right. Friday
today.
the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th.
Yes, as you can see, I'm dressed up in my garb. I love Friday the 13th. Ever since I was a little kid, even like in high school and stuff, I would color my lips black. I would use food coloring and and dye my hair. And I just kind of was from the school of thought that I didn't care about the superstition stuff and I wanted to turn it on its head. So I turned to the dark side and tried to embrace it. So that is my story with Friday the 13th, and we'd love to hear if you guys have any superstitions, or if you believe in superstitions, or if you have any special rituals on Friday the 13th.
Type them in the comments, and
yes.
I'll be happy to read some of your comments.
Yeah, so Friday the 13th kind of has a little bit of a religious aspect. Judas Iscariot had his 13th seat at the Last Supper table for the night before Jesus was crucified.
They say it was the 13 seats, not actually proven. I don't think there was any
Right.
seat numbers on there.
Yeah,
But it fits with the story.
yeah, he is associated with betrayal. So obviously Jesus was crucified, so it's kind of an unlucky thing that happened. So that's
I'd say
kind of
so.
where it started. Yeah, but the tying into our culture today happened in 1907 when Thomas Lawson published a novel entitled Friday the 13th. He was a stockbroker, and he used the superstitions of unlucky Friday the 13th to create havoc on Wall Street. So that's what his book was about, and that kind of started this whole superstition thing.
Yeah, in the 1980s. In the 19... Oh, no.
Oh no. Okay, I think
See?
we're back.
Having a little bit of internet connection troubles today. I hate when that happens. So going on with the Friday the 13th theme, in the 1980s, Hollywood got a hold of the whole phenomenon, and of course they made the horror movie with Jason and Friday the 13th. Camping has never been the same since that. You know, there's another club that started in 1881, which was like totally anti Friday the 13th. They wanted to debunk the whole superstition thing. So they created this group, and it was they met once a month on the 13th. There were 13 members, and of course 13 seats because nobody wanted to stand. But what they did during these meetings was they walked under ladders, they spilled copious amounts of salt, and they broke mirrors. That's just asking for it, in my opinion. But the group actually grew from 13 to about 400 members, including some U.S. presidents.
I think I would be a part of that group.
Yeah, I think
would have
you would also.
totally been a part of that group.
Well, it did not work. Their whole plan to debunk the Friday the 13th and the superstitions things, it actually gave more credence to the whole phenomenon. So good try, guys. Maybe next time.
Yeah. But we're not unlucky today
No, we're
because
not.
we are reviewing this today, Lagunitas Lucky 13. And we'll tell you all about that in a little bit.
I will open one of these beers
Yeah.
while you...
And I'm going to talk about what is on the shelves this week. As far as IPAs, we've got Four Sons Double IPA. It's called the Great One. Unita Tangerine Hop Nosh IPA, McKellar Mosaic Black IPA, El Segundo Mayberry IPA that just got bottled yesterday, so it's probably going to be on the shelves, I think Kim said tomorrow. La Bodega, Kim. She gives us all our info, all our inside intel. Also, Mission Plunder Double IPA that is brewed with 9 hops and has 88 IBUs. The darkies on the shelves are Bell's Kalamazoo Stout, available in 6-packs. Prairie Birthday Bomb. This is probably not on the shelves anymore because it's going super fast. Prairie Bomb is just
The bomb.
It is the bomb, and it's very popular.
We hope you can find it.
Yeah, so
Good luck.
good. Oh, thank you, Steve. Aw. The other beers that are on draft that don't fall into any specific category are Julian Hard Root Beer. They normally brew the
Ciders.
Ciders, yeah.
Julian, California.
Yeah. Firestone Walker Bretta Rose is limited edition. Anchorage Love Buzz Sour Saison aged in Pinot Noir barrels. And Hangar 24th 6th Anniversary Saison. And we'll talk a little bit more about Hangar in a little bit.
Congrats to them on
Yeah,
6 years in the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Brewing beer. Good job, guys.
All right.
So let's
talk a little bit about
Yeah.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. It's a Mondo large red ale. Mondo, dude. Totally Mondo. That essentially means it's an imperial red ale, which is a big red, okay? This has some interesting malt backbones to it. The why it's interesting is because it was not just, the malt wasn't just stewed like in the traditional sense, but this malt was kilned. So the colors are going to be a little bit different. I'd say it's got a little bit of a red color to it. And when you kiln it, it's supposed to have a biscuity and cracker-like malt taste cracker-like taste in the malt. It's called Lucky because it is brewed in celebration of their first profitable year, and that was in 2006, which is actually their 13th year of brewing and selling beer. They started in 1993.
Yeah, so this beer right here is 8.8%, so it's kind of a big beer. This particular 6-pack is available for $10.99, so it's kind of in the mid-range of price. It's great to take to a party.
Yeah.
It's great to have 3 of them on Friday night, too, with your partner.
Just 6-packs for just above $10.99?
That's a fair price, I think.
But just above that, I start to raise my eyebrow when I see
Yeah.
$11.99 and above.
I mean,
note for the brewers.
For 8.8%, that's a good price versus alcohol ratio, I think.
I'd say so.
This is malty and rich with a snappy hop finish. 55 IBUs. It's a red, not an IPA, so that's good.
Middle of the road hops.
Yeah. I mentioned 6 packs for $10.99. The aroma is grapefruit, berries, and toasted walnuts, and it's very flavor rich. It smells rich already.
Wow. Big and rich. Why don't we
let's
taste this beer?
Grab your
Cheers
beers,
to you guys.
Cheers.
Grab your beers, grab your lunch, Heine.
Yeah.
I'll bring you one.
Going in for it.
Quit making that noise.
Sorry.
No, that's me. What am I, like some cow?
It's like
Chatting along. I'm going to need another drink.
Okay. So grapefruit berry. I definitely getting the grapefruit. The berries are a little bit more subtle than the grapefruit. It is very citrusy to me.
I'm trying to look for the biscuity and cracker-like flavors in the malt, which I'm not very good at finding, or my palate is not that refined. Some people would say I have the palate of an old catcher's mitt, and I would say, well, let me try another beer and test that. But I do get some of that biscuity flavor from the malt.
And I'm getting a lot of the bitterness, too, from those IBUs.
I think the IBUs are just enough to pierce through the malt and give it that lively flavor. Mm-hmm. It's carbonated very well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely dances on the tongue, that's for sure.
What do you think about the alcohol percentage, the 8.8, which is pretty damn solid?
Right.
Are you getting a boozy flavor, Nat?
Slightly boozy, but not... It's nothing that I wouldn't be like, oh, this tastes boozy.
Scary, because I think I'd be like chugging on this thing. It's strong.
You think you would be chugging or not?
I think it's not so boozy where I'd be weary of the alcohol strength. And if after a beer I would forget about how strong it was, I'd probably start chugging a few down, and the next thing you know, he's dancing on the tables.
Ha! Maybe after 3 you might be, though.
Thanks for joining us, guys. It's the Friday Brew Review. It's Friday the 13th edition. We have a great beer here from Lagunitas.
This again. Can you see Friday the 13th? Lagunitas. All right.
Beautiful label, too.
It is. I think this is actually one of the first beers I had when I first got into craft beer in 2011. So let's go. We are gonna rate this beer.
All right, and we've been coming up with a lot of the same rating numbers, and you probably think like, oh, maybe they're reviewing it early.
So we're gonna write it down on cards.
Yes, we have
All right. Don't
couple of
look,
cards
Angel.
here. Okay, ready?
Okay, I'm going.
All right, let's rate this beer.
Need
One
another
more.
sip?
I need another sip.
What's up, Barbara? I feel like I'm at a test right now. Like, am I going to get the right answer?
I got mine. My answer is down.
All right, I got mine too. All right. Okay, so ready on the count of three? Are we going to reveal?
Yeah. let's read.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 3.25.
Oh, we're
Yeah, well, I
the
mean,
brain waves are going
and
together.
that's out of 5, right?
That's
3.25 out of 5.
3.25 barrels out of 5
Out of 5.
barrels.
So that's, I mean, it's not the best rating, but it's good. Like, I mean, I'm excited about this beer. It is good.
The way I rate beers is in its own category. What it is, it's a red. So why, Natalie, is it not a 5 out of 5 barrel beer?
Oh boy. Well, it's not the style that I generally like. Like I as far as style goes, and I know that we're not supposed to rate based on the style that we prefer, but I really like Belgians, and lately not so hoppy. So that's just me. So if it had more of a yeasty flavor that had like bananas or something in it, I might be. I mean, just not for this particular beer.
But this style of beer. Why this style of beer? Why did you, for this Imperial Red?
Oh, you're making me rethink my score. Why don't you answer that
Okay.
question first?
Well, for me, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that traditional full flavored red taste. The taste of a red style beer.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. I feel like the grain isn't right in this beer to give the pronounced red, that red style flavor. You know, when that red is just banging out at you. So I would, like, if I was giving this on a blind taste test, I would probably guess the beer wrong and say it was some
Like
type
a
of
pale ale or something.
No, I think for me like a weak strong ale. Weak strong ale. A strong ale is a type of beer.
Oxymoron.
Yeah. Not enough jumping out at me in this beer. The alcohol is one reason, the strength of it, maybe a reason why I give it the higher mark that I did. It's the highest portion of that. But you know what? I would encourage you to try it on your own. I personally won't buy it again. That doesn't mean I hate it, but there's so many beers out there that I won't buy it again.
That's true. I agree with that.
We're being honest here.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Lagunitas Lucky 13.
Yes, and just a little tidbit though about this brewery. They're located in Petaluma. Their original brewery is located in Petaluma. They have one in Chicago also, and there's one coming soon to Southern California in Azusa. So be on the lookout for that. We can personally attest to the brewery in Petaluma. It is gorgeous. It's a nice outdoor area. They've got live music. They've got food. They've got their barrel age program. It's amazing. The brewery is really amazing. This beer is just kind of, I mean, I think it's good. It is a good beer. You should try it. And they also have plenty of other beers, like their Lagunitas IPA is really, they have 12 packs of that, and they're widely distributed, right? Didn't they just get bought out, or did they get bought out by Heineken?
They got purchased by Heineken, or Heineken is kind of is on board with them, so they can be more widely distributed throughout the world.
Yes.
Which would be another great thing to get some more American beers into Europe, and I know they got good beer there.
Yeah.
But we got good beer here also. Not my favorite from them. The Lagunitas IPA is also not my favorite from them, but they make a tremendous amount of really excellent beers. Try Lagunitas Sucks. I'm not joking. That's the name of one of their IPAs that is delicious. So give that a shot.
Yeah.
Lagunitas, I give them in general a 5 out of 5 barrels.
Yeah.
This beer would be great for somebody else, I'm sure.
Yeah. They have different offerings, and you know what? We're all different. You know, we all have our different tastes. So it's not my favorite style. That's why I gave it the rating I did.
Okay, so let's move on.
Yes.
We have a twofer this Friday.
Yes.
Because of the special Friday the 13th.
We're using these as our palate cleanser today. Fresh Farmers Market cherries.
So we're going to review another beer.
Pardon me.
And this is, don't eat cherries when you're trying to broadcast live. Steve Heine knows that. He's a broadcaster, and thanks for joining us, Steve Heine. And also, who? Barbara Hurley Keckler. Cheers. Happy Fridays, guys.
Yes.
All right, this beer I am so excited for.
We are.
We're going to review Epic Brewing's Son of a Baptist.
There we go. Check that out.
Hey, yo, we wanted to
That's what it
prove...
looks like.
We wanted to prove that it is lucky to mix religion and Friday the 13th
That's right.
with this SOB. But first, it is...
It is American Craft Beer Week coming up. So that is from May 16th through 22nd. So all 50 states are participating. You can go to craftbeer.com and see what is going on in your particular area. And
Dun, 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 dun.
we picked this up from La Bodega. This is super cool. They're made from barrel staves.
I just realized it's like a shark.
Yeah, it's a shark.
When you open it, there's a magnet up there, and this sticks to that.
And check out those teeth. You see those teeth? Yeah, they're super sharp. And you know what that's for? Getting the wax off your waxy bottles.
For, barrel-aged style bottles and stuff like that.
Yeah, isn't that the coolest?
It
It seems really sturdy, too. This is the first time we used it. And
Barrel staves, made from barrel staves.
I mean, talk about cool. It's got a little hook on it so you can hang it up.
That's some thick barrels.
Yeah, so American Craft Beer Week, May 16th through 22nd. Go to craftbeer.com to find out events in your area. Yeah, it is Pimp. Ryan, what's up? Okay,
Ryan.
so other events that are happening this Saturday are, we hinted at a little bit earlier, Hangar 24 is having their 6th anniversary Airfest, and that's in Redlands, California. Bacon, Blues, and Brews is happening in Lancaster, California. The Central Valley Brew Fest in Turlock, California. We've got Livermore Valley Craft Beer Fest in Livermore, California.
Hey, I think after that festival, they might change the name to Liver No More.
Right. Avenue Amps Ales in Chula Vista. Craft Beverage Expo is going on May 18th through the 20th in Oakland, California.
Raiders.
The 4th annual AppCal Brew Fest in Madera, California. The 6th annual American Canned Beer Festival.
Love that.
That's in Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh no, we got cut off, but we're back.
We're back.
We're talking about all the stuff going on
Sorry, guys.
this weekend. Sorry, man. That sucks. All right.
Should we give them people a minute to come back?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey,
maybe.
we just got cut off.
Yeah, we
Natalie's
just got cut
gonna
off.
finish her beer. We're having connection issues,
Connection
man.
issues, that sucks.
What's the frequency,
Aw,
Kenneth?
I know. Boo. Well,
Can we tell if anybody's back yet?
I don't think anybody's back yet. That sucks. But that's okay. We're going to continue anyway. So the 6th annual American Canned Beer Festival in Scottsdale, Arizona, if you're in Arizona. And if you're lucky enough to be in Hawaii, Maui's Brewer Festival is happening this Saturday also. So now we're going to get back to this burr.
You're supposed to set me up with that line.
Oh, my bad.
Now
Now back to the beer at hand.
Or the beer in hand, if you... It's just not working now.
My bad. Practice and I failed.
All right, back to the beer at hand. This SOB, literally called Son of a Baptist from Epic Brewing in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is a 7.9% Imperial Coffee Stout with cacao nibs. And it's from their Exponential series.
Yes. And this particular series that they do, it is it's done in different batches of coffee. So for every beer released, they do a new batch for every batch of coffee. And all the coffee is gotten from artisanal roasters from around the nation. And Epic Brewing asked these coffee roasters which coffee they think would go get best in the beer. So this beer happens to be number 13 in this batch series. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect,
No,
right?
this was meant to be, this
And
beer.
it's from Portola Coffee Roasters, and they have roasters all around the Southern California area.
Yeah, definitely check them out. I think we need to do that right now.
Yeah, dude.
We're like totally into good coffee.
Yeah, and they're totally sciencey, and I love that too.
Portola Coffee Lab. That's
Yes.
short for laboratory. Boom. You just got scienced.
So this coffee has red fruit and dark chocolate and smooth caramel flavors. So that's with this beer, they wanted to take this beer and they wanted to showcase the coffee. So it's kind of less about the beer and more about the coffee. So if you pick this up, check for those flavors of red fruit, dark chocolate, salted caramel.
Thanks for joining us again, guys. Sorry about the connection.
Yeah, sorry about the connection. And what the hell? All right,
Super
we're
troubles
back.
today.
Dang.
Where's Mercury?
Oh, you know what? I think it is Mercury retrograde.
It's in retrograde. There it is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I look into the light? Okay. So the coffee, so the beer. Let's recap. If you're just joining us and the connection's been jacked up. The second beer we're reviewing today is from Epic Brewing Company in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is from their Exponential series. And this is the little baby of Big Bad Baptist. This is Son of a Baptist. It's not barrel aged. What they have done, like Big Bad Baptist is, what they have done is there's 14 editions of this. We have the 13th edition that's perfect for us on Friday the 13th. What they have done is gone to little cities or cities around America, and they've gone to small coffee makers, roasters, and they've asked for their input. So this is the Southern California edition, only distributed here. And it has the Portola coffee from Portola Coffee Lab, and they have given up their Terra Incognita coffee, and it's supposed to be awesome. We're totally excited. We're coffee heads. We're beer heads. This is supposed to have a red fruit, dark chocolate, and smooth caramel taste in the coffee.
Yeah. And so there's 14 coffees in this series, or 14 batches that they're brewing for this particular one. The next one, 14, the last one.
Oh my God, I want to go to get that one.
It ends in Colorado, and they are using coffee beans. All right? Follow me here.
Follow her.
Coffee beans that are aged in tequila barrels. So the coffee beans are aged in tequila barrels, and they're using it in the beer. Yeah. It's not a barrel-aged beer, but the beans are barrel-aged. That is amazing.
The coffee company, real quick, was created from the founder of the brewing company, Oscar Blues. Mm-hmm. And so he has a coffee lab or coffee roasting place. And so that's the 14th, but we're going to concentrate on the 13th right now.
13! Woo!
Yeah, and I got a shirt with a cat on it.
And it glows in the dark.
All right. So
Where's
cheers.
Roland when we need him?
Let's drink this beer. I gave him
Okay.
some snacks so he would sleep. He's over there.
Okay, so aroma, definitely get the
Oh,
coffee.
coffee is
Amazing.
like
Oh my God. It's like cold
booming.
brew. You could just put this in your cold brew coffee
It is like
cup.
cold brew. Steve Heine,
don't
if you're
put
still
ice in
listening, the guy I work with, I might be back drinking this for my morning coffee.
Oh, I went ahead and... Oh,
That's like
it's so creamy.
that's like one of those velvety blankets at the hotel.
Oh, did you just want to snuggle
You just
under?
want to stroke it, and it's so smooth that you can just push the whole thing down your throat.
Oh man, it's super creamy. Like, it's like chocolate milk. Like, you could just quaff it.
I've been quaffing it. This beer, oh man.
Oh, son of a...
So Epic Brewing, have you seen them around your local bottle shop?
Bodega?
They have these soft paper labels, which initially turned me off. I didn't drink a lot of Epic Brewing beer because of the labels. I'm a freak like that. If I don't like your label, I'm not going to drink your beer probably. But the price, on the other hand, which also kind of told me that the beer is cheap or something, because it had these paper labels, And then it had this. A lot of their flagship beers were like $5.99. So I thought that's probably a cheap beer. But it turns out I seen people in one of my beer groups saying like, "Oh no, the Big Bad Baptist is an amazing beer." So I was like, okay. And so sometimes you got to forget the label, but this label, when you actually think about it, it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And so the beer, this son of a Baptist, why don't we rate
Super
it?
good. Well, do you get any of the...
So this beer, we're supposed to be getting, what type of flavors from this?
chocolate? I definitely get the chocolate.
Yeah, and that's from the cacao nibs.
Because it is an imperial ale with cacao nibs, right? Let's
Stout.
see.
Imperial coffee stout with cacao nibs.
Yes, yeah.
It's about 8%. Coffee is really pronounced. Now I'm trying to
Yeah.
get some of those coffee notes, like the red fruit, the dark
Yeah.
chocolate, and the smooth caramel.
I definitely get the smoothness. I guess the caramel is... it is a little bit of a sweetness going on, so...
I think Ryan's had this beer. He says es explosive.
Explosive.
Es explosive. The alcohol is definitely working because we just said
Yeah.
es explosive together.
7.9%.
Let's just call it an 8. All right. Let's
Rating
rate this
time.
beer.
These are our blank cards. Blank cards.
All right.
All right.
Oh, the price of this beer?
Oh, yeah. $8.99.
$8.99. $9.
Come on.
It's a limited release. You know, it's a stout. It's got coffee in it. Can't be cheap to make. Putting coffee in beer. All right, so
Okay.
let's get this.
I got my rating.
All right, you can keep talking about
All right. Yeah.
what they're doing.
Epic Brewing. See, it's affecting me already. Epic Brewing started in 2010 in Salt Lake City, Utah. In 2013, they expanded to Colorado, and they really concentrate on small batch artisanal beer, even though they have, they expanded to Colorado and they're, distributing more as a result of that. But they currently are brewing 39 beers, which is pretty impressive. And I don't know, I've had this stuff on draft before, like in LA and stuff. And they're really, I really dig their beers. So, and the price is right? It is a great deal, Brian.
Yeah, they had a sour available at the store where we picked this up at our bottle shop as a La Bodega. They had a sour available, and they had the Big Bad Baptist, which I'll admit I've never had. Don't slap me. But we bought one, and I now have it, and I will drink it. So that's the funny thing is this is pretty much a stripped down Big Bad Baptist beer. If you've had that, they took away the barrel aging.
And that brings the price down.
That brings the price down, and they just they added the coffee. Hi, Abu Dhabi Wee. It's great to see you.
What's up?
So I think the thing was about this beer, what their mission was for us as the consumers to really experience the coffee flavors, and to not have a barrel aged beer that would overpower all of that. And it's an interesting concept. I love what they did with the 14 batches of this.
I know. I would love to do a vertical tasting of that. Like all 14. That would be a great bottle share.
God, if somebody like out there in another state, I'd love for them to pick this up and let me know what the coffee company was that was used for that and how that tasted. Maybe we could do a trade. I don't trade a lot of beers, but
yeah, that would be fun. All right, so are we going to reveal our rating?
Let's reveal it.
Revealing. Here comes the reveal. Oh, mine's upside down. Good. Okay, you got 3.
Can't see yours.
Mine is 4.5.
Whoa, 4.5, and I am a 3.75.
Yeah.
Wow, you really like this beer, Natalie.
I really do, man. I'm having a hard time, pacing myself. I know it doesn't look like it, but
hey, Aubrey.
when we're off camera, I'm going to co-opt this. God, that's the second time I use that word.
Aubrey, or as her internet name is Abu Dhabi Wee, says she's been to the brewery, and it's awesome. Which one? In
Utah?
in Salt Lake City, Utah, or the one in Colorado.
Colorado.
I'd like to go to either one of those.
What's up, Christine? Me too. I would love to go to one of those also.
I think what we read on their website was that when Utah changed their beer laws in 2008, that's when these guys from California who formed Epic Brewing Company were like, let's jump on that and get something going over there. And this has got to be the best brewing company in Utah that I've experienced. Oh, we got a flying heart.
Oh, thank you.
There it is. Oh, hit me in the cheek.
I love it. Ooh, in Colorado.
Oh.
Cool. Abu Dhabi said she visited the one in Colorado and it's awesome. The brewery, Epic Brewery in Colorado.
I love Colorado.
Gosh, I
Colorado
want to travel.
It's a great state.
Yes.
The Mile High State, if you will.
All right.
Wow. So, Natalie, what did you love about this beer? Obviously, you loved it.
Man, the coffee, and really the first sip I took, that creaminess. It's almost as if they put some oatmeal because the mouth feels very creamy.
You like that mouthfeel?
I really like it. Yeah. I mean, it's the head on it is really soft and it's not so bubbly like it would be like in an IPA or whatever.
It's interesting that you say that. To me, it has that sharp, irony tongue taste, which to me is not creamy. The coffee is nice, but no more special than any other coffee beer I've had. Sorry to say. Sorry, not sorry. Not really. It's just Flores is coming back. Sorry about the connection issues and all that.
Yeah.
It's just wow. Would I buy this beer again is how I rate a lot of things. In my mind, I would personally not buy this beer again.
It's insane.
That's
$8.99. It's $8.99 for a coffee beer. I mean, you taste the coffee. Like when I was sipping this, it even though it's a different style, Stone's Dayman IPA back in 2013 or whatever, that was one of my favorite beers. Because you could taste the coffee, you could taste the hops. It was a light beer. It was awesome. It was
crazy.
God.
Yes.
It's so good. So,
We have a question from Christine Gooden in Temecula. She says, off topic, but is there any cherry flavored beers?
Honey, that is not off topic. Any question related to beer is A-okay here. I know that there are cherry sour beers, right?
Plenty of cherry sour beers.
I don't know any names off the top of my head, though.
Yeah,
if anybody wants to chime in the comments, please feel free. We are not
cherry
experts.
is definitely a flavor and an ingredient that is added to a lot of beers, including stouts.
We do have cherries.
We do have cherries.
At the farmer's market, so this is
That's a different blog.
Yeah.
A different time. But still good. That's kind of a palate cleanser because earlier we reviewed the Lagunitas Lucky 13 beer, which let's quickly. What'd you give this beer rating wise? We both gave it a
3.25.
A 3.25. Would we buy this beer again together as a couple?
Thank you, Brian.
Nah, we would
Cherry
not.
Stout from Stone.
Oh yeah, definitely a cherry stout. So
I don't know if I've heard that one, honestly.
Lagunitas Lucky 13. Let's quickly recap before you.
I'm fine.
Spitting cherry seeds all over the place.
Nope.
So obviously the strength of these two beers have created a problem. No, not a problem. It created a good time. Natalie's spitting seeds out, and I'm trying to spit words out. This is why we try to eat before we do the Friday brew review at noon. If we didn't eat,
oh God, it would be a mess.
We're going to try to brew a coffee brew soon too.
Yeah.
So Lagunitas was a middle of the road, A-OK beer.
This was amazing, especially
epic.
for the price, man. I would totally buy this again. I would buy a case behind your back.
Oh, a case? Well, I would drink it. Let's not be a snob about it. So Natalie is definitely a SOB.
Ha!
She likes Son of a Baptist. I like it. On draft, I love to try beers that I've had on bottles. On draft, I would do it again. So, I would definitely not kick this beer out of my glass at any time. It's a good beer, but there's so many beers out there. There's so many beers out there that we're gonna go find them all. So why drink the same beer unless you really, really love it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join us next week at 12 p.m. on Friday for the Friday
Give us a
Brew
bunch of
review.
those little heart things that fly in the air.
We kind of like those.
Let me see some of that
Those are
again.
cool.
Jason Appione. He's probably gonna be at.
Oh.
Where are you gonna be,
yeah,
Jason?
we got
Oh,
one.
look at the hearts. Look at the
Yay,
hearts.
Thank you.
Just keep your finger on that thing.
It's kind of like Periscope, only better. Aw.
Hey, Jason. Thanks for joining. Watch the video on the Devil Wears Parsley's Facebook page live
right.
stream every week on or around noon.
Yes.
On noon? Does people say that?
Yeah, noon.
On or around noon. Look at the explosions.
Oh,
Booyah chaka.
boom.
Jason, did Natalie borrow your lipstick again, Angel? Now we got jokes, and there's a happy Friday the 13th.
Yay, happy Friday the 13th, guys.
We love you in Temecula. We love you in Riverside.
We love you everywhere.
Ryan, what's up?
We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Jason with all the...
Bye, guys.